Well, howdy. Morning, everybody. Sorry for the awkward beginning there. I was swallowing and I literally just and I'm already overloading the webcam. My white paper white skin just reflects light off my compact fluorescent light that I've got up there, and it just reflects all the light directly into the webcam, and I overload the filter, and yay, it's because of my white skin. It's my people of my mother's side were of the fish belly clan. My people of my father's side were the white bread clan. Yeah, you can tell I just woke up. The white bread clan. We put them together, and I am their offspring. I am so white, I glow in the dark. My daughter is so white, she's transparent. It's insane. I mean, I'm not proud of the fact that there's no melanin in my skin and I'm paper white. I'm like new fallen snow pink. Well, yeah, because, we're not white, really. We're just light pink. But I'm not really proud of it. It's just genetics. I mean, you know what makes a big difference between people? The stuff between our ears and what we think and feel and believe. That's the only real difference between a skin color. That's just melanin. That's from the sun. That's not a difference. Gender, we don't even have just straight A and B, male or female. Yes, the large portion of humanity falls into that. But about 10% of people are like XXX or YY, XYY. They're not straight male or female. There are people that look biologically female and are chromosomally male, and they're born that way. And they look male, but they are biologically female, and they were born that way. It's not simply A or B. That's the way life is. So, that's the way I am right now. Paper white. White as the new-driven snow. And, oh well. It is 2:16. 2:16? It's not 2:16. I am 2 minutes and 16 seconds into this. It is 7:55 a.m. on a Wednesday, October 12th, 2016. And I can't believe I forgot this. Bom dia, diaguet, labrit, ahanyo Dzień dobry, bari luz, gomorias, buenos dias, diadit, boreda, yorigel, maten va, bonjourno, dobre utro, bokertov, Ohio, komusta, gomorgan, ni hao, privyet, guten tag, kalimera, bonjour, dobre rano, god morgan, lavas ritas, merhaba, and of course, have the crack. Oh, and of course, what was that other one? In Latvian? I've forgotten. I don't know why I don't have it written down yet. Labdia. Why don't I have that one written down on this side of the list? I'm not sure. Well, good morning. If you have any greeting in your language and you haven't heard it and you'd like to hear it, if you could tell me how to say hello, goodbye, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night in your language, I would be glad to add it to the list. Hey, hey. Thank you very much. Sorry that I missed that. I can't believe I failed so poorly. You take care. Thank you. And back to your regularly scheduled video. Yes, October is also known as Octogre. My birthday is the 26th of this month. I will be 54 years old. 54! Which means I officially have approximately only 20 years left of life. The lifespan of the average American man is 74. Well, I'm turning 54. Now, when you have an average, that means about 50% of the people live longer than 74. Not bad. But also 50%, half, die before 74. Holy smokes, that's not good odds. I don't like having only 20 years left. Ugh. I'd like to think I have at least 30 or more, but when my odds of dying are at least 50% by the time I get there, and it's not like you die of something horrible, it's just, old age at 74. Ugh. That's not fair. I want to be one of those stringy people at 90. just hanging in there. Yeah, you know, it happens. So, I don't know what I'm going to get done today. I've got to go out walking. I have to go out walking. My friends were here yesterday, and it was really cold and awful yesterday. I couldn't walk. Couldn't walk last night because when they left at about 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish, I fell pretty much asleep as soon as they left. And so I just woke up, and yeah. It's good to sleep, aside from the fact that I have sleep apnea. I stop breathing while I sleep. There's two kinds of, well, there's probably more than two kinds, but there's really, for the layman's purposes, there's two types of sleep apnea. There's obstructive, where your throat literally falls inward and blocks off stuff. The soft tissues just fall in and collapse and block off. That happens a lot, especially if you're larger, which I'm not anymore, but there's obstructive apnea. Then there's central apnea. Don't know why this one happens, but for whatever reason your brain just stops telling your lungs to breathe. Just stops sending signals to your lungs, and so you stop breathing. And after about 40 seconds, a minute, you just start breathing again. Your brain kind of goes, oh, you know, hey, you know, I'm getting signals from, hey, breathe, breathe, breathe. And then you do. But it's a huge strain on your heart and your lungs to just suddenly stop breathing like that for periods of time. Sleep apnea for the win. Marijuana is good for that too. So speaking, this tiny bit of cannabis and these tiny bits, tiny nuggets here, I don't know what I'm going to do. This is it. It is the 12th of the month, and this is it. If I run out of this, well, not if, when I run out of this, within 12 hours, I'm not going to be using my hands much or moving much, and it's just going to go downhill from there. So I'm going to somehow, hopefully, get some cannabis, or my video output may slowly, well, semi-slowly, may dwindle drastically until it comes to next to nothing until I can get some. So here's hoping, because I don't want to destroy my channel by becoming a bedridden ward of the state, which is what will happen. Before I started smoking cannabis, I was on 28 different prescription medications, and I don't mean minor ones. These are major prescription medications, like I was on gabapentin and anticonvulsant for chronic pain. I was baclofen, muscle relaxer. I was on 45 milligrams, over twice as much of methadone as I'm on now, but that's really bad for your heart. You know, I was taking rheumatoid arthritis meds to try and help, and I could barely move my hands. I could not sign my name in one go. It took 3 shots to finish, because I'd have to sign and stop, sign and stop, and then finish and stop. And I shuffled slowly with my walker. And I was on 28 different prescription meds. I'm on 5 prescription meds now, only one of which, methadone, is for pain and my fibromyalgia anymore. Just the methadone. Everything else is to take care of my kidneys and stuff. Why am I off everything but methadone? Because I replaced all of it with this. And now, not only am I using my hands like a pro, and I'm walking 5 to 7 miles when I get out, I'm doing stuff. But without this, I'm going to be a bedridden ward of the state, because I'm not going to be able to do anything but lie in bed and cry because it hurts. I don't want that. I really don't want that. I was close to that, and I got, you know, my life is tiny right now. It's in this little box of a room, and I spend 90% of my time when I'm not out walking right here in this chair, because there's no other room to go anyplace else. I don't have a bed. I don't have anything. I sit in this chair. But without this, and this is, I got like a a week before I'm going to be not moving very much at all, at the most. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm like minus 400 in my banking account, my checking. So, and this is with the my Patreon.com patrons. This is with all of you wonderful, wonderful, beautiful people that have helped and sent any money and any donations to my GoFundMe. I'm at minus 400 now with all that. Because Washington State, I used to be able to take $400 and come back with about 4 ounces of pot to last me a month. Then Washington State did away with medical dispensaries and made it all recreational. Problem with that, recreational people aren't in it for care, they're in it for money, and they don't care about quality. Quality has taken an incredible nosedive in Washington State because everybody just wants cash. So they're just taking whatever plants they can get and shoving them out the doors. And it's a lot of real terrible, terrible stuff for incredibly expensive prices. Because on top of all that, I used to be able to get, an ounce for $80 at a dispensary. Not good pot, no, but pot for $80 an ounce. Now it's about a minimum of many places $50 for an eighth. So my $400 gets me about enough to last a little over a week, because there's a 33% sin tax tacked on to all cannabis products in Washington State. So every medical patient in Washington State got screwed hard. Dispensaries are gone, cheap, good pot is gone. There's only the expensive, low quality crap at the at the recreational stores. Now I'm allowed to grow. We figure the Washington State law is confusing on that enough. I mean, you're supposed to be able to grow a couple plants, but if you're in the database, you're supposed to be able to grow X amount. That's a large amount. If you're not in the database, you're only supposed to be able to grow X amount, a very, very small amount, but that's vague enough that people are getting in trouble for growing small amounts because they're not in the system, and it's ridiculous. All these places and states where it's been done right, and of course Washington State, we went and messed it up. And yes, I wasn't going to say messed, I was going to use a word that started with an F. Frigged up, I don't know. I gotta go let the kitty out, so I'm very sorry. Oh, Amelia, kitty, why you can't just stay inside? Or there you go, kitty. I don't have a cat box in here. She's not my cat. And I don't want to have a cat box in here because tiny little room as it is, she uses a cat box in here and it is going to be just foul the very first time. Such a tiny little box. This place is barely bigger than some people's bathrooms. I would hate for her to do that. So I let her out. And she asks to go out, so that's good. Get back and semi-comfortable here. My apologies for letting the kitty out during all that. I've got to try and get some reaction videos done. Some game videos done. I may even take my camera down and walk to the post office and do that. Because it's finally gotten cold here in Washington State. It used to be, at the end of August, sorry about that, at the end of August, it got cold. Then it couple out 10 years ago, it started moving into September. Then it was the end of September it got cold. Now it's about the 5th of October before it gets cold in Washington State. Up until that time, it's hot. It doesn't snow up here anymore. When I was a kid, we had snowfall every winter. As a teen, we had snowfall every winter. As a young adult, we didn't have that much snow. As a 50-year-old, when it snows in Washington State now, that's something special. because it just doesn't snow here anymore. Because it's so hot. All the grass dies now in the summertime and doesn't rain anymore. Thanks global climate change. Thanks human race. Thanks idiots who would rather have religion saying everything's fine while the world falls to hell around them. Who would rather just say, oh no, everything's fine, la 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 la. Those people would all be fine if they weren't in government saying, no, what are you, crazy? We're not going to block all this. We're not going to do all this global climate change. Jesus would never let the planet be harmed. Drill away, frack. Thanks for the rest of us. Thanks for the rest of us. Well, it's 14 minutes, 30 seconds. I need to get some stuff done. I'm very sorry. Hopefully I've got reaction videos. Hopefully I've got gaming videos. I hate being a biological, organic being. I want to just be awake 24/7 so I can get stuff done. I hate having to take time out of my schedule to sleep. I don't like eating. It's no fun to eat. With my dentures especially, my taste buds are largely not on my tongue. With my tongue, I can detect sweet, but all of my other tastes are like on my gum line. So with my dentures in, when I'm eating styrofoam. Eating is no fun. I can't taste anything because my dentures are covering up my taste buds. But if you want to taste it, it's got to get between your denture and your gum line. And that is like, well, have you ever dropped Legos on the floor and then jumped off of a couch onto them on your bare feet? That's what it feels like to chew anything with food between your gum line and your denture. I mean, even a piece of bread feels like a knife. So yay. I can taste it, but then won't be able to chew it. Or I can chew it and not taste it. Yay. Even drinking stuff like strawberry milk, if I drink strawberry milk with my dentures in, I can feel that the drink is wet. I can taste that it's slightly sweet. I can detect sweet. I can feel that it's cold. I can feel that it's thick. And I can detect a faint strawberry taste. Other than that, it's mostly just cold and wet. I pop my dentures out a bit so that the strawberry milk runs between my dentures and my gum line, and pow! It's like, oh my god, that's intense strawberry flavor. Holy smokes! Same thing with food. It's like I'm going, what is this? I might as well be eating styrofoam. Pop one of my dentures up and BAM! It's just explodes in flavor. But can I chew it now? Well, no, because I got it between my dentures and my gum line. Well, you take care. Have a great day. Oh boy, it's 8:05. I got to get stuff done. I got to go wash my clothes at the very least. So, you take care. I'm going to be working on game videos and reaction videos. I'm going to grab my camera and walk to the post office. If I don't walk, oh my god, it's going to be just terrible. So you take care, have a great day, and I will see you on the flip side. And that is a very good thing.